We combined our most practical and effective tips for fresher breath, and we did some research to see what else people are doing.
And at the end, if you still can't get fresh breath, there might be something else going on.
This is a popular topic for obvious reasons. Fresh breath is something that everyone wants to have.
Sexy.
It's sexy. Oral hygiene's sexy. So not only that, a lot of these tips improve your oral health in general. And we'll talk about conditions in your mouth that can contribute to halitosis or bad breath, but also decay, gum disease, and other systemic issues. Routine or tip number 7
is going to be drinking less alcohol or coffee. Why is that?
Man, do you think you can do that?
We just finished our coffee before we started filming, man.
What is in our beloved coffee that is promoting bad breath?
So what caffeine can do is give you the dry mouth. You don't have as much saliva moving around your mouth and washing away all of the debris, food, and bacteria. And then also, coffee can make you have bad breath because it actually contains sulfur during the roasting of the beans. What about alcohol? Does it do the same thing?
Alcohol does something similar in that it dries out your mouth. The alcohol is also converted into acetic acid, which has a smell itself. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy it on your date night, but if you're experiencing bad breath after drinking, you'll know why. So Jack, less alcohol. You think you can do that for your next date night?
Honestly, if you drink enough drinks, then you won't care.
Not a pro tip. Don't listen to him. Yeah, drink in moderation or drink less. Okay, so the next tip, number 6. What are salivary stimulants? It sounds crazy.
Okay, so it's in the definition, but something that will induce you to create more saliva.
Okay.
I'm trying to say it in a different way than stimulating saliva, essentially.
Got it. So we got some stuff here. I use some of these things actually. I always have a pack of sugar-free gum.
Yeah.
That I chew after meals, even after my coffee. Jack, are there any things that you like to use on a daily basis?
I like to use xylitol. Xylitol means xylitol gum.
Right. What is xylitol? Can you explain?
Yeah, so xylitol is a sugar alcohol that is non-carcinogenic, which means that it doesn't create cavities.
So there is such a thing.
There is. A lot of times when patients have dry mouth, it's really beneficial for them to pop in a xylitol gum right after they eat to wash away the debris, or before they fall asleep and they have dry mouth, to pop in a xylitol mint that slowly releases during the first, half an hour that they're sleeping.
Dry mouth can promote many problems, including bad breath. Let's go to the next.
Number 5. We're back on John's favorite.
My favorite.
Tongue scraping.
I think you're known for this.
So this step, most people don't do it.
You should do it.
Yeah, you should do it. It is really important that you stick it as far back as you can into your throat without gagging. And oftentimes I will gag because it means that I'm doing a really good job. You don't have to gag. You don't have to, but
for your knowledge and entertainment, I'm going to demonstrate on Jack how to properly tongue scrape. Stick this as far back into your throat and scrape forward. Oh, that's disgusting.
We're done with that, and then we can show. So
wait, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Oral hygiene is not always the most sexy thing. No, actually, cut that. Oral hygiene is sexy. Oral hygiene is totally sexy.
Okay. When do you like to tongue scrape?
Every hour, every day.
You're like,
I like to.
7 days a week. All jokes aside, it's really important to tongue scrape. It's often forgotten in people's routine. There's a lot of crap that sits on your tongue. If you think it's gross that you just saw that, imagine that back in your mouth.
Imagine that in other people's mouths. Imagine you kissing someone that doesn't tongue scrape, and now you have that in your mouth.
There's that. Yeah. Perfect. You nailed it, man. Let's go to the next one.
So, routine tip number 4. And honestly, when we were doing research on creating this video, we didn't actually know this one. And that is eating foods that contain sulfur compounds.
There are very obvious foods that contain sulfur. Your eggs. Some people know that the onions and garlic also contain that. Cauliflower contains sulfur, correct?
Yeah, even cabbage.
I'm not saying that you have to avoid these to have fresher breath, but I don't want to eat that.
I let you put in metal down my throat. The least you can do is take a.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, take a big bite of that. I'll do it too, man.
Wow.
Hey, if you jump, I jump. So why do sulfur-containing compounds smell bad?
I think most people know what sulfur smells like. It's the egg odor.
Okay. And we're not saying to remove these foods from your diet. We still are avid vegetable eaters.
Lovers.
Lovers. Second after chicken breast.
We're fully dedicated to data. We're going to test our breath now. Oh, it only gave me a 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
Dude, if this is a 2 out of 4, what's a 4 out of 4, man? You gotta eat garbage? Routine tip number 3. This might be one of the most important ones.
Yep.
It's very simple. You can do it multiple times a day.
It's just drinking water. Drinking more water after your meals, after a snack, just throughout the day. Or rinsing your mouth with
Non-alcoholic mouth rinse. So this is a TheraBreath. I think it freshens my breath. And it's healthier for your oral cavity as well, because after a meal, oftentimes your mouth will be acidic and it will restore your pH back to normal levels. Routine tip number 2.
This is honestly getting like more and more important too. All these tips are important, but this one is really important. Going to your dentist for a checkup, because a lot of times they will be the ones that are discovering decay or perio disease, which is like gum disease. If you have caries or gum disease, it's pretty much like decay in your mouth and it smells foul.
Even if you don't have decay, there are also things that your dentist can discover, such as food traps.
That's right. Yeah.
Can you explain what food traps are?
I'll give an example of food trap. Let's say you have a patient, 2 crowns. The crowns are over contoured. So it's pushing the gum between the 2 teeth down. Now that will leave a space, a gap between the gum and the 2 crowns.
This is intense.
When you eat, because I've seen it, I saw it last week. Not only can it cause bad breath, it can hurt because it's putting pressure on your gums. And the moment you've all been waiting for, our final number 1 tip is a combination of different things. John?
Acid reflux, GERD, tonsil stones. There are a number of reasons why your bad breath may be persistent, even with impeccable hygiene and care.
So why are these conditions affecting your breath?
Think of this as one long tube. And if you have problems arising here, acid reflux, indigestion, even from up here, the back of your throat where the tonsil stones are, you can produce odors not coming from here, but the rest of your digestive tract.
Oh, I also seen some crazy videos of tonsil stones being removed, and it looks like it's like pimple popping on crack. it's like next level pimple popping. These stones can get huge.
So these stones are made up of bacteria. These are clusters of debris, bacteria. They sit on the what's called tonsillar crypts. So when you remove it, you can fix your bad breath immediately.
Right. Imagine having like a week's worth of food.
More than a week, dude.
Yeah.
Some of these accumulate over months, years, man.
So bad.
Your dentist can find these tonsil stones.
They're good at hide and seek. The dentist is a good seeker.
Oh, okay. So yes, some of these are medical conditions that you can't fix with your routine, but there are some things that you can do on a daily basis to help keep this healthy.
Yeah, such as not overeating, drinking less alcohol,
Eating the right foods.
yeah, eating the right foods. And finally, oral hygiene is sexy.